Hi, you're welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful dress with this beautiful neckline. Okay, so first we'll be drafting the basic bodies, starting with the bust point. You measure your bust point. It's a bust T, so you measure your under bust measurement, your under bust from your shoulder to your under bust. Okay, then the next one you go to your waistline. So if it's a dress that you will be joining at the waistline, you stop there. But if it's a blouse, a top, you extend to the top length. Okay. Then you connect the marked point this way and also at the waistline. So the whole paper is what I'm using for my top length. Then you go on to measure your neck width. I measure 3 inches for neck width. Your shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus half inch for east. Then you go down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. So from the shoulder slope, you measure your armhole curve, which is your bust round divided by 6 plus 1.5. So whatever you get to measure it, then cross check what you have on the shoulder and also measure it at where your armhole stop. Then you connect the straight line this way. Find the distance between your armhole and your bust point, and that line is going to serve as a chest line. The line that extends from your armhole is the one we call the chest line. So then you measure this again. Your armhole measurement, divide by 2. Find the midpoint, divide by 2. Then you go in by 3/4 inch. That's 0.75 inch. Then you connect it this way with a curve ruler. You can see. So this helps us to create the armhole curve. So labeling the lines. So on the waistline, you measure your nipple to nipple distance divided by 2. My 7.5 divided by 2, that's 3/4 inch. I'll measure the same thing on the waistline, on the under bust, and on the bust point. Okay, then you connect it this way. Then on both sides of the line, on both sides of this dart placement, I'm going to measure 1 inch, 1 inch on both sides. On the waistline, measure the 1 inch, and also under bust, I measure the 1 inch. Then you connect it like this. So from the under bust to the bust point, you're going to make use of a curve ruler to connect it. So make use of your suitable curve ruler and connect your under bust to the bust point. Okay, so you can see it's making sense now. So the next thing, you decide how high you want this curve neckline to be. So I'll be going with 5 inches because anything higher than that, maybe 4 inches or 3 inches, might be too high. So I measure 5 inches. Then I'm going to connect it to the armhole curve. You know the way it is curved upward. So this is it. But if you want yours to come up more, you can measure 4 inches. So this is how it's going to be. You connect it to your chest line, which is the armhole. Make sure it gives you, or you create the way you want the curve to be. You can see I'm using my free hand to recreate the curve the way I want it to be. Then I'll go on and use my marker to trace it. So this is how it's going to be. Then make sure it's blend well with the armhole so that it won't be disturbing your armpit. So on the shoulder measurement, you're going to measure this part from your neck width to your shoulder. Find the midpoint. After finding the midpoint, then connect it to your dart placement on your bust point. So you connect it. Okay, so now we'll go on and create our dart on the curve, the new neckline. So I'm measuring 1 inch on both sides. I'm measuring 1 inch on both sides. Then you connect it to the bust point. this way. So if that part is too sharp, you can blend it more. So now I'm putting on the body measurements on the chest line. I'm going to fix in a quarter of my bust round, divided a quarter of my bust round. Then whatever you have on the that area, altogether I have one there. Put the number and also your seam allowance. Then on the waistline, your waist round divided by 4, a quarter of your waist round measurement, then your dart allowance, which is 2 inches, then another 2 inches for seam allowance. Then you connect it this way. Okay. Then for the side bust dart, from the bust point, I'll come down by 1 inch. Then you connect it. If you've been following my tutorial, you will know I love this side bust dart because it helps your cup to come out very well. So because of the side bust dart now, I'll be adding 1 inch for to the length in order to replace the 1 inch that I'll be taking in for the side darts. I hope that is clear. Okay, so now I've added 1 inch to the waistline. So you connect it this way. I hope you enjoyed this video to this point. Please give it a thumbs up. Okay, but in case you'll be working on a top, in case you are making a top, so just extend everything to the top length, and at the top length to fix in a quarter of your hip round, which is a hip round divided by 4, the dart allowance 2 inches, and also 2 inches for seam allowance. Then you connect it to the actual waistline. That means you won't be needing this 1 inch extension for now. But when you understand the side dart better, you find a way to input the extra allowance. So extend your dart to the top length. Then you can design your hemline the way you want it. You can make it stylish. I just went up by 1.5 inches, then connect it slightly this way. So this is it for the front. For now, though we are not done, we'll still come back to the neckline. So now let's create the Queen Anne neckline the way it is, because we are not leaving it as a tube. So I'm extending the neck width to 4 inches. You can make it 3.5 or 4 inches. Then I'm going to connect these 4 inches to the last leg of the dart. The last leg of the dart, you can see the way I'm connecting it with this red marker. Okay, so that one will give us that Queen Anne effect. Now the back, we'll measure the bust point. So there's no need for under bust there, so you just go straight to the waistline. Then the top length, if it's a top, so you connect it this way. Then the next thing, I'll measure 1 inch for zipper allowance, because I'll be fixing zipper to this. So 1 inch for zipper allowance. Then you connect it also. So your neck width now, I'll be starting with the 3 inches for the neck width, your shoulder measurement plus ease, then come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Then your armhole, your bust round divided by 6 plus 1.5. Measure the armhole, cross check the measurement at the top, then you connect it with a straight line. Then find the distance between where the armhole stop and your bust point. And like I said, that will serve as the chest line. Okay, So here for the back, you just create a simple cuff like this. That's for the back. Okay, so on the waistline, I'm going to fix in distance from my nipple to nipple distance. Then on the chest line, you come down by 1 inch, connect it with a straight line. Then on both sides of this line, I measure ½ inch and connect it this way. Okay, but you can fix in the type of dart you want for the back. So if you are going to do a 6 piece princess dart, rather princess dart, you just connect it to the armhole. But if you are using a tube style, you can just come down from your chest line by ½ inch and connect it to your armhole, or you put your lacing bar or whatever method you want to use. But if you are doing a normal back, so make sure the width for front and back is the same. Then I came down by 1.5 inch. So that means the width is 4 inches like the front, but the neck depth is different. So if you like, you can still create this style for opening at the back before you fix in the zipper or maybe your corset. I'm just trying to give you options for the kind of back you can use. Okay, but I'm just going to click to normal princess dart back. Okay, and this is it. Then you go in by 3/4 inch at the center back and connect it up. This is to remove excess fabric that's bulging at the back, so that your clothes, your garment can sit well at the back and fitted. Okay, so if you are working on a top, you extend it to the top length, and also the dart placement, extend it to the top length, that's to the hem line. So measure ½ inch also on both sides and extend it this way. Then you fix in your hip round divided by 4, 1 inch for that, then 2 inches for seam allowance. Then on the waistline, your waist measurement, 1 inch for that, 2 inches also for seam allowance. Then on the bust, on the chest line, the same thing. A quarter of your hip of your bust round plus seam allowance. There's no that allowance at the chest line, and you connect it this way. Any sharp edge, you blend it properly. Then, like I said, beautify your hem line. Let it look stylish. Okay, so we'll go on and cut it out. So if you are joining, if it's a dress that you'll be joining at the waistline, so you'll be cutting it off from the waistline. So this is for a dress, so I'll be stopping at the waistline. So this is it for the back. You just go on and cut your fabric with it. So for the front, let's cut it out carefully. Just watch carefully the way I'm cutting it out. So I'm also cutting it, stopping at the waistline, because I'll be joining something down. So you have to be careful while cutting the front. So first, I'll cut out the tube part, that's the curve neckline. Okay. Then carefully cut out the upper part of the neckline, which creates the Queen Anne effect. And it will be easy. This Queen Anne will enable us to fix our sleeve properly. So cut out the dart also carefully. Okay, so this is it. So in order for our cup to come out well, to cupped well, so that's why we are using the side dart, the side bust dart. So you cut it almost to the edge, then you cover it up like this and use something to secure it. You can use a masking tape or pin. Just use something to secure it. So this is it. By the time you cut out your fabric, put the interfacing or your wording, everything will come out well. Iron properly. So this is how it's going to be. So if you really enjoyed this video to this extent, or if you watch it to this point, please give it a thumbs up. And if I yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe. Then feel free to ask your question, then share your opinion also in the comment section. So this is it. Go on and create yours. You can share your results with us. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.